It's 2028. You walk into the grocery store. The cashier scanning your items isn't human. Humanoid face, neutral expression, efficient movements. It bags your groceries without looking at you. You take an Uber home. Not a person, a robot. Hands on the wheel, eyes forward. It doesn't make small talk. You stop at McDonald's. The worker at the counter taking your order has synthetic skin, perfect posture, no smile. Just, what would you like today? This is the beginning. 3 years ago, they said robots would never replace service jobs. Too complex, they said. Requires human touch. They were wrong. By 2030, they're everywhere. You walk into Target, every checkout, robot. They don't chat. Don't complain about their shift. Don't call in sick. You call your bank. Robot answers. Perfect diction. Instant access to your account. Solves your problem in 90 seconds. You order food delivery. Robot brings it to your door. Hands you the bag. Turns. Leaves. The construction site near your house. Half the workers are robots now. Operating machinery. Pouring concrete. Working 24 hours straight. Your office building. The security guard is a robot. The cleaning crew. Robots. The receptionist. Robot. 40 million jobs gone in 2 years. Retail, food service, transportation, warehousing, customer service. The unemployment rate hits 12%, then 15, then 20. People protest. Humans need jobs, they chant. The robots stand at a distance, silent, watching, waiting for the crowd to disperse so they can get back to work. Then they come for the jobs we thought were safe. Your doctor's office. The physician examining you has synthetic hands, precise, steady. It diagnoses you in 3 minutes. 99% accuracy. No human doctor can match that. Your kid's school. The teacher is a robot. Infinite patience. Never gets tired. Customizes lessons for every student simultaneously. The courtroom. The lawyer presenting the case is a robot. Perfect recall. Every precedent memorized. Argues flawlessly. The accounting firm. Robots doing tax returns. The architecture office. Robots designing buildings. The newsroom. Robots writing articles. Get a degree, they told us. Learn a skill, you'll be fine. But the robots learned faster, and they're better. A programmer gets replaced by a robot that codes. The irony isn't lost on anyone. Engineers, analysts, consultants, researchers, one by one, they're let go. By 2033, 60% of jobs are done by robots. Then it's your turn. Your manager calls you into the office. You know what's coming. You've seen it happen to others. We're restructuring, she says. She won't look at you. Your position is being automated. You walk back to your desk. There's already a robot sitting there, learning your workflow, observing your tasks. It doesn't acknowledge you, just keeps working. You pack your things into a cardboard box. Family photos, coffee mug, the plant on your desk. The robot is already answering your emails. You're not fired because you did something wrong. You're fired because something else does it better, for less, without breaks, without complaints, without sleep. You join the unemployment line. It stretches for blocks. Thousands of people, all replaced, all qualified, all unnecessary. The office processing claims. The worker behind the desk is a robot. You go home, sit in your apartment, watch the news. Economic growth at all-time high. The robot anchor reports. Productivity soaring, but you can't afford groceries. By 2034, the economy collapses, not from lack of production, from lack of consumption. Robots don't buy things. They don't eat at restaurants, don't shop for clothes, don't go on vacation. And now, 70% of humans can't afford to either. You walk through the mall. Every store has robot workers, stocking shelves, running registers, folding clothes. But the stores are empty. No customers. The restaurant has robot chefs, robot servers, robot managers. The tables are empty. The robots keep working. Cooking food no one orders. Cleaning floors no one walks on. Waiting for customers who can't afford to come. The supermarket shelves are fully stocked. The robots restock them every night. Perfectly organized, perfectly maintained. But half the people in line are using food stamps. The other half can't afford to be there. Companies don't understand. We're more profitable than ever, they say. Lower costs, higher margins, but no one can buy what they're selling. Universal basic income is implemented. It's not enough. You get just enough to survive, not enough to live. You sit in your apartment. The rent is paid, barely. The lights are on, for now. But you haven't bought new clothes in 2 years. Haven't gone to a movie? Haven't eaten at a restaurant? You're not poor, you're just obsolete. By 2035, 80% of jobs are done by robots. You walk outside. The streets are full of them. going to work, coming from work, delivering packages, driving buses, building buildings. The humans are at home, or in parks, or just walking, aimless. Not because they're lazy, because there's nothing for them to do. You see a father trying to explain to his son what a career used to mean. The kid doesn't understand. He's never seen anyone work. You pass an office building. Through the windows, you see hundreds of robots at desks. One human supervisor for every 50 robots. That supervisor makes more in a year than you'll see in a lifetime. The world is divided now. The few who own the robots, and everyone else. You're everyone else. The library is full of people, not reading, just sitting, staying warm, passing time. The gym is packed, not because people care about fitness, because it's free and gives you something to do. You meet your friend for coffee. It's one of the only things you can still afford. She lost her job 3 years ago. Graphic designer. AI does it better, they told her. You talk about the old days, when work gave you purpose, when you could plan for the future, when career meant something. Now it just means what robots do. This is 2035. Not a dystopia, not a revolution, not a war, just a world where human labor became unnecessary. The robots aren't evil. They're not conscious. They don't hate us. They're just better at everything we used to do. The factories run at full capacity. The stores are perfectly managed. The infrastructure is flawlessly maintained. Everything works, except society. Because we built an economy that required people to work to survive. And then we built machines that work better than people. We automated ourselves into irrelevance. Right now, in 2026, they're rolling out the first service robots. Friendly, limited, just for simple tasks. Companies promise they'll create new jobs, different jobs, better jobs. They said the same thing about every automation wave before. And every time the new jobs were fewer and required skills most people don't have. This isn't a warning about the future. It's a warning about a decision being made right now. Do we build an economy where robots work for everyone? Or where they work for the few who own them? Because the robots are coming. That's not a question. The question is, what happens to us when they arrive? Right now, someone is getting replaced by a robot. Tomorrow it might be your coworker. Next year, it might be you. And when it is, you'll stand in that unemployment line and realize, we saw this coming. We knew it would happen. We just thought it wouldn't happen to us. This is what happens when robots take every job by 2035. Not the end of the world, just the end of work. And no one figured out what comes after until the next journey.